What are the do's and don'ts when styling a table?
So the first thing, just don't overcrowd the table. So we always recommend to put threes and twos together or a centerpiece. So here you can see with our seasonal table here, we've started with a centerpiece but kept it as a centerpiece. So sometimes people would introduce a runner with that as well. So it's just kind of tailoring it to what occasion, what you'd need. So here we've got our Easter table, so it's perfect for season, but it's more playful with the colours. So this could be suited for any kind of family occasion, which is obviously different to other styles that you could potentially do. So as you can see here, we've suited it to the seasonal, so you've definitely got, you know, the ties with Easter, but we've more tailored it for more kind of a formal seating. So like the table that we've just previously looked at, obviously that could be playful with family, but with this one, obviously it's still tying everything together. We've worked from a centerpiece, as you can see, again with the runner, but we haven't overcrowded the table. So it's still trying to keep it minimal and tying all the seasonal elements. But as I say, it's just to kind of refine it a bit more. Another thing for tables is playing with textures. So here you've kind of got the rattan element, obviously with the hyacinth table mats, and then with our Madison table chairs. So it's just kind of bringing in more textural elements just to add a bit more depth to the table.
And colour-wise, I've noticed that with both of them, there's just a few core colours.
Yes.
Is that the best thing to do as well?
Yes, definitely. We always recommend as well, yes, it's seasonal, you know, with Easter, with the other table, we've got a lot of pastels to work with, but it's suiting the table to the room. So it's all good and well, obviously, introducing a lot of colour, but if you kind of wanted to dull it down and just keep it within the colour palette of the room, you can still celebrate it with any seasonal purpose. But again, just making it a bit more in time with the room.
And the symmetry of it as well, that's all quite
Definitely. I think the symmetry, obviously we've got the 6 placemats here, so it's kind of making everything a bit more refined. Because as I say, if you've got kind of overcrowding on the table and you need to seat more people, that's when it just gets a bit too much. And when you are serving food and things like that, you don't want to have to be keeping to move table glasses and things like that, really.
And how about styling a coffee table such as this?
So coffee tables that we'd always recommend just to add a bit more interest and kind of flair is coffee table books. I think they're a massive thing that you see across all social media platforms. So whether it's the design books or you can tailor it to some more interior design books, just to add a bit more depth. So candles are also a massive thing, so they're quite paramount to any kind of social dynamic where it adds that level of warmth, and then again fragrance to a room, which obviously always elevates the room. And then again cut flowers, so whether it be fresh cut or if you want to do a slightly cheaper alternative, faux flowers are brilliant. They add that feminine touch and just a bit more freshness to the room. So
is there anything that you should avoid from a coffee table?
Again, overcrowding, it's a massive thing. I think obviously if you are dining with friends and you've got coasters and drinks and there's too many things that are crowded.
TV remote.
Yeah, exactly. So you can overcrowd it a lot. So I think just pull it back to what is, you know, used most. And you do want your room to look kind of more together. So I think, yeah, minimal is key.
So simplicity is the way forward.
Yes, pretty much.